Hi guys, so I'm back today. I am going to be putting the paper on, so matting the paper on this. I decided that I wasn't going to ink the edges because I am going to do a border. That's just kind of what I decided. So, haven't decided what type of border, but I want to do a border on the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and get the papers adhered. So I'm going to adhere all of one side first, and then I'm going to adhere all of the other side. So again, here goes. More ATG. Hopefully this goes a little bit quicker than the other. So get this all squared away. Oopsies. So today at work was very uneventful. Students had their graduation. So one more class is done. So that was the last class of 2000. It was the December class of 2015 that just finished up their paperwork today. So they will be, their applications will be submitted, or well, they'll go out in the mail tomorrow, so they're submitted, and then they will wait for a test date. So it's very exciting from them, for them. I was actually very pleased with this group. The group wasn't always the most focused. It was a younger group, and a lot of them were in the nursing program, or taking the prereqs for nursing, and so they didn't always stay super focused on the task. They were more worried about getting the information on Mr. So-and-so's class, or I guess it doesn't really matter which way this goes. So that was kind of a struggle with this class. However, they were very, very, very organized today, and they listened and followed direction well, much better than some of our other classes, so that made me happy. It's not so much the explaining, it's really the repeating. Like, it just the repeating of myself drives me crazy. So, let's see. That's about it. There wasn't really anything exciting going on today. Just worked until close to 9. It was like 8:45, and we had the students clean up and go home. So it's just long days. 2 classes a day. It's very long days. So get that all done. Oops, that didn't even have adhesive on it. Oh, well, because it's all gooped up right there. I'm just having very bad luck with my ATG with this project, aren't I? Oh my goodness. The fiasco from loading it. Lord, heaven help me. Thank you to all who stayed and watched it. You guys are my saints, not my saints, but you guys are my fun crafting buddies. Okay, here we go. So, put everything on there. Can't drive this thing straight. In the same direction. I'm still debating about the what do you call it? I'm still debating about the inserts, if I'm going to cover those and how I'm going to cover those. And yeah, I don't know. Okay. I still have plenty to cut for this project. This is just a bunch of assembly on camera. I was going to use my silhouette to cut, but I still haven't mastered the screen, and I know that filming I just need to turn this sideways. Filming, what's the word I'm looking for? Filming your computer screen with your camera, I know it's not really good. It does that kind of wobbly kind of thing, and it gives you flickers, and it's not the best image. Not that my videos are always the best quality, but I just know that it's really hard to watch a computer screen, so I was playing around with a software that allowed me to kind of record what was going on my computer screen, but there's no sound, and so the voiceover aspect of it is just kind of intimidating and daunting because I've never done it. So I guess I'll have to practice with that, but I'm just wondering if any of you guys have a suggestion on how to, you know, film your computer and also film the, you know, the voice part at the same time. Because when I tried it before, it was not working for me. But again, I'm not the most techie person that you'd ever meet. So this is when I wish I had a big roller, a big, you know, Xyron machine to make a big, just roll these through, and then they would be sticky. I know that they have those stickum sheets, but yeah, that's even more work, I think, than this. So here we go. Okay. All right. This is the last one of this pattern, so that makes 11. Make sure that I want to make sure the edges are all stuck down really good. Okay. So I was in a terrible mood earlier today. I felt kind of bad. My sister, she tagged me in a video, and it was really, really cute. And it, sorry about the squeaking of my chair, but it made me laugh, and it was such a cute video. And then, it was basically growing up in an Asian house. And what's really funny is pretty much everything on the video my mom and my grandma have done. And so it was just kind of like funny because growing up we did, you know, we had those types of things happen in our house. So we were laughing about it. And then I'll call them a fun sucker, because that's kind of my word for people. So the gal, and I'm sure she's very sweet, but it annoyed me a lot because she kind of took it to that more serious level, not just kind of like, oh, well, you know, I do this because it's, you know, so she went to the more practical, and I wasn't having it. So I messaged my sister, and I was like, why is this girl jumping on this video thread or this comment thread that she has no business? My sister laughed at me. And then we started talking, and she actually recently just got engaged, and he's a really nice guy. He's in the Army, and so he's actually stationed in California, and my sister is obviously up here in Washington. He's originally from Oklahoma, and so anyway, so she's, you know, planning the wedding, and oh my gosh, I feel for her. His mom is very involved in their life, and she likes to know all the aspects of everything, and so she's kind of a busybody. But his younger sister, who is 17, I might add, just got engaged, and his mom is completely encouraging it. Now, you know, I know that you fall in love when you fall in love, and there's really no, you know, age. And, you know, my husband and I are 10 years apart, but we didn't start dating when I was 17. But anyway, so his mom is very much in support of the marriage and is going to let his younger sister get married even before she graduates high school, because his sister has set a date for April. Now, my sister has set a date for November. So my sister is feeling very much like she's having her thunder stolen. You know, she just got engaged. They're, you know, planning this wedding, and then his sister gets engaged, and then it's kind of out with the old, even though the engagement is still less than, you know, 6 months old. So she's, you know, she's feeling very sensitive about that. And of course, you know, her fiance is trying to be understanding and supportive, but, you know, he is also excited for his sister. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I could not support my sister getting married at 17. It's just, I don't know. I just think it's too young. You don't know yourself. Anyway, I'll go off on that tangent in a little bit. Anyway, so she just got engaged, and so my sister was, you know, telling me about it and how she's, you know, feeling kind of whatever. And he's not so much into the wedding, and so she's, you know, she tries to plan with him, and he's just like, oh, whatever you want, whatever you want. And my ATG just ran out, so we're gonna have to change it. So he, you know, he's pretty much, you know, whatever you want, very agreeable. And my sister's not that happy about that, because he's been, you know, letting her know about what his sister has planned for her wedding. And, you know, then she turns around and tries to ask him things about their wedding, you know, what he would like and this and that. And he's like, well, whatever you want, you know, we could just go to the courthouse kind of thing. And my sister is, she didn't do all the traditional high school stuff. She didn't, you know, do prom and stuff like that. So she's kind of set on, I want to do this wedding. I want, you know, not a big wedding, but, you know, a nice wedding kind of thing. And so she's, and I think I took this off the wrong way again. My goodness. Okay, so did. Okay. I'm just not good with, so this one goes from under, over, and back again. Where was I? Okay, so my sister is, you know, trying to plan a wedding. Fiance is not super interested in the wedding plans, but tells her about his sister, who's 17, who's getting married, about her wedding plans. And my sister is kind of in the same thought process as I am, that 17 is just a little bit too young to be getting married. Or if you're going to be 17 and married, maybe, you know, get that high school thing out of the way. Because she won't even be graduated by high school then. She would be graduated in end of May. I think it's the end of May. Anyway, so she would be, you know, so if they waited until then, she would have her diploma. But for some reason, it's got to be April. Anyway, so my sister isn't very happy because of those circumstances. And then, you know, and I'm jumping all over the place. So anyway, he was just like, yeah, whatever you want kind of thing. Why don't we just go to the courthouse? You know, I love you. I just want to be married to you. And my sister is very much wanting a wedding, and she does want his input. Not that, you know, if she wants something, it's going to be done her way, not his. But, because that's, I think, how most brides are, and especially my sister. But she just found out tonight she was actually Skyping with him, like they do, like, every night. And his mom just got engaged. Like, seriously. His mom just got engaged. So if it wasn't enough that my sister's soon-to-be sister-in-law got engaged just a couple months after my sister. Sorry, I was just checking something. Her soon-to-be mother-in-law is now engaged as well. So my sister is very upset because she feels, at least coming from his side of the family, that her thunder has been stolen. And I kind of agree with her. You know, I mean, you want to get married, you want people to celebrate the fact that you're going to make this enormous commitment, and now there's going to be, well, and I don't know how soon his mom is going to be getting married, but yeah, gonna be getting, so there's 3 weddings in his family that will probably be coming up quickly. I asked my sister just jokingly, like, does his entire family need to get married all at the same time? So I don't know, but I joked with her and I said, why don't you just make it a triple wedding? Save money. Everyone can get married at the same time. Everyone will be all together, so why not just do it as an event? She did not have a nice response to that. I don't blame her. She's not really in the mood to joke right now. She's just, poor thing. I'm sorry. I probably wouldn't be in the mood to joke either if that was going on in my life. However, after 7 years, the hubby and I decided that we were just going to go to Vegas. So, none of our family was actually at our wedding because we got married at the Little White Wedding Chapel. And I don't know, to me it always just seems weird to tell, you know, when people say, how long have you been married? For me to say, oh, you know, year and a half, when we've been together for, it'll be 8 years. So that's kind of always been, that's kind of weird for me. You know, before people would be like, how long have you guys been together? And, you know, I'd say 7 years, or, you know, 6 years, or 5 years. And now it's like, they're like, how long have you been together? And I'm like, oh, or like, how long have you been married? Oh, a year. You know, and then sometimes, you know, people look at you and they're like, oh, how cute, you're still in that honeymoon phase. And I'm like, no, we've been out of that honeymoon phase for a long time. But I still love his face. So that is kind of what is going on with my sister. So yeah, that's kind of my story for the evening. All right, so those are done. And just one second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've got all of the papers covered, and the next thing that I'm going to do is going to actually be creating the inserts for the pockets. So I will need to do that. I think that's going to take me way too long to do as an add-on to this. So I'm going to do that, and then what I'll do is I'll also create the borders for the top and the bottom. I haven't decided. I was thinking that maybe on the top I would do like dangling spoons or utensils, and then on the bottom I was thinking that maybe I would do like, you know, canisters or something, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So I'm going to play around on the silhouette with that, and I think I'm going to call this video good, because if I get into cutting my oh my goodness, my inserts as well as the tabs and everything like that, I think it'll just be too long of a video. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.